j'ai perdu 5 combats. J'ai max nul 2 combats. Le reste, victoire.
It's tough around here.
Exactly. You know, like you choose the herd you come here. Like you see not many people that come here.
Le Gerrit, compleet, le Gerrit.
My name is Duncan JANSEN. I've been a rugby player all over the world, from New Zealand to England. These days, I help people who are struggling with addiction, poverty and other problems get their lives back on track. My work has made me realize the importance of reconnecting with your body and the warrior within. Something that we seem to have lost along the way. And I have made it my mission to see how we can recover it by visiting countries that still house these warriors. In this series, I'm diving into the world of combat cultures, guided by local heroes, to learn from their traditions and prepare for the ultimate test. A fight in a combat sport that I never practiced before. To prove the importance of stepping out of your comfort zone and into the ring. Because we were warriors. And we will rise again. This episode, we are entering the land of mysticism and madness, better known as Senegal, a country with over 16 million inhabitants, and they all love one thing: Laamb wrestling, a sport that's even more popular than football. And we have traveled to the heart of it, Dakar, the biggest city of Senegal. Wrestling is one of the oldest sports in the world. You've probably seen it somewhere, on TV or in the Olympics. The style there is called Greco-Roman wrestling. But here in Dakar, they do it a little bit differently. It's called Laamb wrestling, and it's a mix of mysticism, culture, and power. The Laamb wrestling style is determined by lutte avec frappe. The only style they do wrestling and striking. And now we're about to visit the Temple of Wrestling, the Temple of Laamb, Senegal. Next Saturday, I have my first official pro fight. And this is where it's gonna be. The origin of Laamb wrestling dates back centuries ago. Here in the arena, the Laamb gladiators square off. The first that's gonna be on his back or his chest or touches the ground with both feet and hands will lose. He can win either by a knockout or by a throw. The Laamb sport is about physicality, technique, but also about the mysticism. The Senegalese people, they believe that most of the fight is taking place in the spiritual world, not here in the physical one. Back in the day, the fighters would represent the towns. They would settle disputes by wrestling, or they would just fight to impress the ladies. And if you look at the sheer size of this place, I understand why. And it doesn't only impress the ladies, but I'm a little bit impressed as well. This trip, I am putting my faith in the hands of this friendly giant in green, named Big Pato. a policeman turned wrestler who has won trophies in both Greco-Roman and Laamb wrestling. In order to transfer some of his power onto me, he decided to nickname me EP02 for my upcoming fight. And he doesn't seem to be the only one to know about that.
It's for my events. EP02. And if you open the door, what do you see? Yeah, don't do that! Hey boy!
That's him.
Boy, oh! Another boy, give me another one. You are here?
Yeah.
I open the first page and you are here. You are lucky. You are lucky.
What does it say?
It tell you will be like in Dakar today.
The news of my fight seems to have traveled fast, and it goes to show how big the sport is over here.
Now we go to see the Marabu.
Sure.
Because I want to protect you. This is your first time you come to Senegal. You need protection. You need to be famous in Senegal. And you want to be the big champion in Senegal.
Sure.
That's why I am going to use you to see the Marabu.
According to local belief, a fight isn't just won in the physical world. In order for wrestlers to reach their full potential, they need to tap into the spiritual energy of their ancestors. The spiritual world plays a big role in Laamb wrestling and also in daily life. Right now, on Big Pado's advice, I'm on my way to the Marabu to cleanse myself of spells from outside and to put new spells on me that should protect me during my stay. The cleansing takes place in a small room, filled with strong fumes. The room is filled with all sorts of oils, bowls and brews. And a skull.
Horse?
Horse.
Yeah?
Yes.
And the head of a horse will help for
To be
getting famous.
Yeah,
A famous,
famous, yeah.
famous wrestler.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. For the next fight, all the wrestlers go to the marabouts to help them protect themselves, but also use the different spells of making people love them and support them, making them famous, and get rid of all spells of the other party.
Exactly. The Marabu is only to protect you, to make you famous,
Yeah.
and to help you to be powerful for the fight,
Yeah.
to be the winner. That's why we are here to do this.
Here in Senegal, the dominant religion at this moment is Islam, but it comes in a different form than you might know it. Throughout history, mostly between the 14 and 1600s, Islam became entangled with traditional African religions that had roots in shamanism, ancestor worship and the power of totems. To practice mysticism, the Marabu, a religious leader, uses all sorts of oils, herbs and artifacts. I also need to say the name of my mother out loud 3 times, as they believe it empowers you even more to call out the name of the first person who ever loved you. And whether it's because the spells are doing their work or me eating something wrong, my body appears to have a strong reaction to handling Senegal. After a short night of sweating out the spells, Pado wanted to take me to a special monument. The monument is located in Cape Verde, one of the outskirts of Dakar and the most western point of Africa. The gigantic 35-meter high statue is standing on a big hill, towering over the city, and resembles the father, the mother and the children, looking towards the future.
If you are here, you see old Dakar, on Dakar. This is a white house of the light of Farde Mamel. He named it Farde Mamel. Message, visiteurs africains ou étrangers, si un jour tes pas te portent au pied de ce monument, pense à tous les sacrifices qui ont arraché l'Afrique à l'obscurité pluriséculaire pour le propulser dans la lumière de la liberté. This is a project for the new Africa, for the new Senegal.
Yeah.
Because it's time for me, or for the other African, to understand.
Yeah.
Now, Africa want to be free.
How do you see the future of Senegal in this?
For me, the future of Senegal is for the Senegalese people. I am sure one day Senegal will be the most important country.
Now that the sun is setting, the heat is dropping to a more manageable temperature. And that means it's time for my first Laamb training. We meet up with Pado's friend Laamb, who is an experienced champion and coach. Together with Pado, Lassana and the crashing waves of the endless Atlantic Ocean, the three of us start training the basics of Laamb wrestling.
Big Pato is going to demonstrate how to wear traditional gambo. Qu'est-ce que c'est, Pato, de gambo?
The game is the short for the fight. The thing you want to make fight. Look at here. No, that's my one hard last one. Look at here.
Yeah.
Look at what? Sa dambali bari na de. May sa dambali bari na.
Oh, Lassana!
Góor nga moom.
Lassana!
Kenn du ko laam-laamee.
Gambo!
Gambo.
Gambo!
Gambo.
It's nice and tight,
Gambo.
this gambo.
Gambo.
Jeez.
There are roughly two types of Laamb warriors. The strikers, who try to knock you out, and the grapplers, who try to go for the takedown. One of the basic techniques of Laamb wrestling is to go for the leg, after which you drive your weight through your shoulder on the upper leg of your opponent, while spinning on your axis.
Oh, this shit stuff. It's pretty. Okay. Yeah, Big Pato too. Yeah. This is hard work.
You try to use a good technique of Senegal wrestler. I'm very happy to see this achieves. But I don't tell anything to people. Pato!
Big Pato!
Defoo dara lu baax fii. Dara baaxul. I don't like to tell him I'm okay, but I am happy to see it. But I don't tell him to. Pato! I'm not happy. I'm not happy.
About what?
You want to do more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go. I just
Big
had
Pato
that.
number 2! Ay, dambrek.
Merci mon frère.
Dambrek.
I just had my first taste of Laamb wrestling. Wow. These guys are unmovable. Their legs are growing into the ground. And I have the biggest job of lifting them up. And they're so fast. Even this guy, for a big guy, he's so fast. A true guerrier,
Yeah.
a real warrior. Merci.
Merci.
In order to get my professional wrestling license and get clearance for my fight later this week, I have to pay a visit to the doctor here in Dakar.
La lutte avec frappe, c'est nouveau pour moi. La lutte et boxing un petit peu, bah, la lutte avec frappe, c'est Sénégal unique, ouais. Ce n'est pas en Europe.
Non.
What do you think of my performance here in Senegal?
Non, n'aie pas peur.
Yeah.
You will not be afraid.
Non.
You are a big champion. You are prepared. You are training well.
Physiquement, vous êtes bien, franchement. Et techniquement, ce que j'ai vu, vous êtes excellent. N'ayez pas peur. En plus, nous, on connaît la teranga sénégalaise, d'accord? Ne t'en fais pas.
But we will not beat you.
Do all the wrestlers come here to get a test before the professional license and the fight? How does it work?
It's important for us to do that because the sport are good for the people and we become dangerous for some people. We need to doing the prevention of the suicidal deaths. That's why we're doing that.
Prevention of what?
The prevention of student deaths.
Student deaths.
That's why morbidity.
Okay.
That's why we're doing that. We examination your heart, examination your body, and that this is the best examination for us to help you for the prevention of that of the anomalies in the future.
Exactly.
One of the reasons they are checking my heart has to do with the high amount of cardiovascular defects in Senegal and other sub-Saharan countries. Fatal heart diseases in West Africa have almost doubled over the last 40 years.
Duncan is my first name.
The sudden death phenomenon is also caused by the difficulty to get proper medical care in some of the poorer areas of the region.
And now we're about to face this guy of whom I have to impress and intimidate because the face-off is about bragging. These Senegalese wrestlers are their own hype men. So it's all about show. It's all about getting it in each other's face. I've secretly wrote a few Olaf words on my hand so I can tell him what's what. Yeah. Volgens mij is het hier, bro. My opponent just took a seat next to Big Paddle. Next to him is his manager, and they seem to discuss the face-to-face. The face-to-face, or face-off, as we know it, is a big thing down here. It's a chance to present the fighters. It's a chance for the fighter to present himself, and it's about bravoure. It's about showing heart and representing your region. For me, it's the first, so we'll see how it goes.
Although I've seen my face in the newspapers here before, it's only now that I'm starting to see the real size of the media circus that goes along with Laamb wrestling. I've been going from radio shows to meet and greets to press conferences.
Assalamualaikum mbokk yi ñu ngi leen di nuyu fu waay mën a nekk ci réew mi ak bitim réew di leen jaajëfal bu baax a baax di leen fàttali ñu ngi fii ci arène nationale.
su war nga bëgg da ngay xaar parce que làmb lu ñoo ko moom suñu deret la bokk ba pare man doomu mbër la maa bokk ci làmb.
Me, that is, I'm new to lutte avec frappe. The hombre. It's not gonna be easy. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna work. Woldof. Woldof. Man malaman.
yow su ma la jàppee.
Pape Diouf.
su ma la jàppee.
Naam Nambrik. Man Nambrik. Ouais.
Inch'Allah su ma la jàppee.
Ouais, Inch'Allah.
su ma la jàppee di nga xam ne yàpp na kenn ci de.
Le Gerrik. Pape Diouf, Le Gerrik. Man Nambrik. The hombre.
bu yow nga xam dama bëgg xamal ne ko man sant Thiam rek indiwuma ci mbaar bi. waaw sant Thiam. indiwuma ci mbaar bi damaa mën leer ba pare soog a ñëw.
It's not gonna be easy. I know that lutte avec frappe is new for me, but I'm gonna work hard. I'm gonna rise up to the challenge, and I'm gonna beat this guy. Inshallah. Respect, my friend. Merci beaucoup.
may leen ma loolu mayaat leen ma ko.
In Africa, things are going a little bit different. We've been at the stadium the whole day, waiting for the federation to get my license agreed. In the meanwhile, we're sneaking in with Nayalo to throw some voodoo dirt around or whatever. And these guys don't know we're in here. So we need to be really sneaky and throw the sand around to get my luck up for the fight.
After sparring together the other night, I wanted to ask Lassana about his career and the revolution that Laamb wrestling seems to have gone through the last decade.
ma daan boobu lii amaguñu arène nationale boobu arène stade yi ñuy footballé lañ amoon léegi ma Iba Mar Demba Diop stade Amitié Alassane Djigo Guédiawaye Amadou Bari yooyu laa doon bëree ay temps man bëre naa 23 combats arène j'ai perdu 5 combats j'ai max nul 2 combats le reste victoire la waaw en fait ay temps làmb bëre dóor faratal nañ ko mais li ñu gën a faratal mooy mbapat da ngay gis ci la mbër doon jàmbaar da ngay gis benn mbër yow nga jugee gox Pikine kii jugee Géejawaay kii jugee Yëmbal ñu def benn mbapat comme lu mel ni fii rek ñu boole leen fi tegal leen saaku ceeb boobu mu doon lu tolloog 100 mbër ñu war a xëccoo saaku ceeb bi da ngay dem ba benn moment yow kase yaa koy jël yaay daan ñëpp pour jël saaku ceeb bi waaw.
Lassana invites me to train at his wrestling academy named Wadaba. The wrestlers in the area travel to his academy to train, get guidance and try to make a career out of wrestling. It is estimated that Senegal has over 8,000 professional wrestlers. With prizes at the top tournaments reaching hundreds of thousands of euros, it's not hard to see why. But they don't mind giving the new guy a run for his money for free. Seeing these people looking out for the next generation inspires me a lot.
That you come to Senegal is an honor, but at the same time they are happy that you choose the team, and also they are happy that you come to because this is called the herd. Like how you say, like the herd where it's really hard, like where people are kind
It's
of,
tough around here.
Exactly.
Right.
You know, like you choose the herd to come here. Like it's not many people that come in the herd.
tey làmb ji avantage bi jam surtout fii.
coach.
dañu war a encadrer encore suñu rakk yi. te parce que dafa xat ñaari fan ak programme équipe nationale bi.
yes waaw dëgg la.
man am ay liggéey jàmm yu ma tardé loon. ma xaw a guddi dem maa ngi fi woon. et c'est toujours ñun pour naka ñu fexe ba nouvelle génération bi suñu ginnaaw xale xam dañu bëgg sport ñu encadrer.
Even though the Senegalese economy took a pretty big hit during COVID, with unemployment skyrocketing, I'm impressed by the sense of community the people have here. Coming from an individualistic country, I think there lies a lesson here in the way people look after each other. Something that is also promoted with the help of all sorts of organizations in and around Dakar. One of the organizations that helps people in need in Senegal is the Big Pato Foundation.
For my background, where I'm coming from, to me it's important to give back. Because when I didn't have it, I wanted somebody to give it to me. But I never asked. I wanted to go do it myself. My mission is to build a center here in Senegal to help out the young generation. A lot of these young generation are in the street or going to jail for stealing or going to rob somebody, armed robbery and all of that. They have knives, they have machetes and all that to rob people. And those people going to jail, what I want to do is open a center where we can help them out, put them in there where we're going to have schools for them.
Parlez-vous français?
To guide them, to let them know that somebody's thinking about them, somebody's behind them, to give them a little hand for them to move forward, help them get a job, why not? And you know, like let them know that jail is not the solution for them. Growing up, we would stay home without eating. Like when it's time to eat lunch, there is no food to eat. My mother used to be like, oh, we're gonna wait, we're gonna buy some rice, like we will do rice pudding, just because it's not enough money for us to eat. Growing up, like when I was a kid, and I say to myself, I wanna work hard to help this young generation. I don't wanna see them in the street, even the one that's begging in the street.
It's day 4 of fight week, and I'm actually pretty exhausted. The training so far has been crazy, and the energy of this city is vibrant. I can't keep up, and I've been greeting so many people, and I've been brought to so many towns and villages because anyone involved into wrestling wants to shake my hand. About shaking hands though, my coach tells me not to shake everybody's hands because they can put a voodoo spell on you just like that.
Since the Senegalese people believe that the fight is won by the fighter who is able to call up the most power of his ancestors and isn't held back by the bad spells of his opponent, visiting the marabout is easily just as important as a good training to the wrestlers. But my last visit to the marabout would turn out to be quite a surprise.
We're here for the second visit with our marabout. We just went to the market and got a chicken, a rooster actually. We just brought it in and I don't know where it is. Oh yeah, there it is. Okay. Some of our boys is holding the rooster and he probably knows what's going on as well.
Sit down.
Oh jezus, hij gaat niet over meedoen, Tris. Oh mijn god. Oh shit. Oké. Het is fucking warm, hè, Tris? Ja. Oh nee, dit had je zo nog niet verteld. Hallo? Oh hemel. Wauw. Nou, je dan even. Oh. Maar is dat lekker. Big Plato. Yeah. You didn't tell me this, man. Oh shit. Okay. Hallo, wow. Jeetje. Big Plato, why didn't you tell me this? Wow. Okay, Jeff. Pato. Waar waren we in de huis? Pa, oma, jij. Pap, pap, mij, pap, Juge. Oh, Jezus. Oké. Oh, daar moet je nou mee aan.
The Senegalese people believe that the blood of a rooster contains cleansing powers. It is supposed to free me from spells before my fight.
Is er nog bloed op me?
Op je... Daar zo, ja, op je schouders. Sleutelbenen, beide.
Oh shit, nobody really said what was going to happen. So it was a big surprise. I had to say the name of my opponent. And I'm not too happy about that because it's probably not helpful for the guy. But he's probably doing the same shit to me right now. So I can need all the help I can get for the fight.
It is difficult to pinpoint when the traditions of mysticism started. According to experts, it is safe to say that mysticism is over 500 years old and was spread all over the world during the start of the Atlantic slave trade. Even today, in a country that is predominantly Muslim, mystic traditions are still part of the local culture. A bit shocked, but hopefully well protected. It's time to leave the Marabout. Because tomorrow is the day of the fight. Before the break of dawn, we move out to Big Pado's house, where Lassana helps me to get ready. The amount of bracelets, amulets and ropes I need to wear seem countless, but all hold a special meaning in tradition. My vest and bracelets contain texts from the Quran, meant to empower me even more. And after a short period of time, I'm completely protected for my trip to the stadium. The atmosphere in the stadium is buzzing. Even though it doesn't even seem half full, the amount of noise the fans are making is deafening. Immediately after making my entrance, my team makes sure to cover me in the oils and herbs the Marabout prepared for me. Before my fight starts, we head to the guys playing the instruments in the stadium. In order to call out the strength of my ancestors, it is important to honor and answer them by dancing to secure my potential victory. And now it is time to prepare for the fight. My opponent is on the other side of the gate. Opposing teams are separated before the match, out of fear of using black magic. Now that the sun has set, I'm trying to keep my body warm, but the oils of the Marabout make it even more difficult. In the meantime, I'm looking at my opponent, who is also performing all sorts of rituals to get ready. after some final words from my trainer, it is time to step into the ring. And just like that, my fight is over. But before I even have the time to mourn my loss, I'm surrounded and hugged by my team. And even my opponent does his best to cheer me up.
You don't worry. You don't worry, you don't worry.
Even though I can't deny, I dreamt of winning this fight. It is not anger or disappointment that dominates. Instead, I have the feeling that in the remarkable book this documentary series is gonna be, Senegal will always be a bright and colorful page. A country that swallowed me up in its chaos, but spat me out a richer man. And a community that couldn't be further away from the traditions I'm used to, but one that has taken me up as one of their own nevertheless.
Okay, guys. That's us for Senegal. It's been crazy. What an experience, right? Once in a lifetime.
In our next episode, I'm settling up to prepare for the vast plains of Kyrgyzstan, where I'll be playing Kokboru, a centuries-old sport on horseback with a dead goat as the ball, founded by the nomadic tribes. Make sure to follow We Were Warriors on the socials and take a look at the website to see our exclusive behind-the-scenes footage and get to know more about the places we visit, the local heroes and our mission. If you liked our episode, please consider supporting us on Patreon or on our website so we can continue to make new episodes. By supporting this project, you're making a difference in the combat communities we showcase. Together, we provide support for the heart and soul of combat sports by helping local organizations to continue their work to create good fighters and even better people.